My soul bows to you. Namaskar. Namaskar everyone, and welcome to our 21-day meditation practice series. It is geared towards total well-being. We have decided to use the morning meditation practice as it prepares you powerfully for a new day. In these meditation practices, we'll cover all the areas that are important in the meditation practice that will support your goal of total well-being. So we look forward to you joining us in this series and participating. It's also important to keep a journal of the experiences that you are having in every meditation session. You'll begin to see how you improve in your practices and how these benefits that you get from meditation carry over into your daily life. So you do not need to keep a long journal, just enough that you can put the key elements of your practices and what you would have learned from the practice, that you may monitor your practice over time. So today you're going to view the first session. In the first session, you will observe the key elements of a meditation practice. In every meditation, I invite the participant to come into a space of present moment awareness and to give attention to the mental space as it's the most powerful part of your being, and to observe how the mind operates in your conscious being. So consciousness is also very important. And then we focus on every aspect of being, learning to observe every aspect of being and to use the breath masterfully in the meditation practice. So in this first meditation practice, observe very carefully as you join in the different aspects of the practice that you can integrate into your daily practice. Now it's important that you note all the key elements, and we are going to provide some notes for you to support you and also thoughts for the day. It is important to observe all the key elements of practice. And whilst you are having the experience, begin to observe very clearly what you are experiencing, because you want to write in your journal. You will notice that with every day, the practice grows on you. So saying is practice makes perfect. More and more you will find yourself having the meditative awareness and practices as a lifestyle. It will come to you very naturally in your daily living. So as you participate in day one's practice, begin to observe all the key elements of the practice. As you participate, observe the experiences and so that you can note them down in your journal, and continue to stay with the discipline of the practice. As each day you will get better at the practices. So enjoy your day one meditation practice. We begin our meditation today. Let's bring the attention into the present moment. Giving attention to the mental space in your consciousness. It is the most powerful part of your being. Clear the mind of thoughts you do not need. Every thought is an expression of energy. that can uplift you or depress you. Just let go of thoughts. Giving attention to the silence in the consciousness space. Stay in the awareness that the mind is the most powerful part of your being. Your ego comes from there. And hold the awareness that you are a conscious being. Consciousness, beingness, is your nature, your fundamental nature, your essential nature. Observe the experiences that you are having in that consciousness space. A mental experience, an experience of space, an experience of emotion, an emotional experience, an experience of vitality, an experience of physicality, there's the experience in your consciousness of a physical body. Stay centered in your consciousness being and observe all the experiences in the consciousness, but keep the mind clear of thoughts, that you can see the expansive nature of the consciousness. Give attention to the peacefulness that is there in the mind when thoughts disappear. Give attention to the silence in the mind. Observe in your being the potential for power, the power to think, the power to will, the power to feel, the power to influence the body. Observe the power that you have. The goal of the meditation is to expand your awareness of your conscious being, to become more aware of your nature as consciousness. Energy pervades your being. It pervades your consciousness being, every thought, every feeling, your vital nature, the physical body. They're all expressions of energy, gross and subtle. To bring balance to the energy space, or to the prana experience, begin to observe the power that lies in breathing. There's a subtle power behind the breath. It's called prana. you breathe out, the subtle energy that pushes the breath out, it's apana. And when you breathe in, the energy that expands your lungs and powers up your senses, it's called prana. So give attention to the breathing process, observing your breathing out slowly and completely, and breathing in slowly and deeply. But to create balance using the breath, focus on the third eye center, at the center of the eyebrows. That is the subtle mental center. And begin by observing the breath and the energy of the breath as you breathe into that third eye center with a very stable body. Stable body meaning that your spinal column is straight, pelvic area firmly grounded. As you breathe with attention to the third eye, observe what happens when you open the belly to breathe, chest to breathe, and lift the shoulders gently to breathe. You can create greater balance in your energies by doing that. Breathing out fully and breathing in deeply, giving attention to the entirety of the body. Take your attention down the spine as you breathe out, down to the root of the spine at the perineum area. And be conscious of the pelvic area, the legs, and the connection to the ground. And staying firmly centered in the body, grounded in the body. Then open the belly to breathe in. Open the chest to breathe in. Gently lift the shoulders to breathe. And maintain a rhythmic breath. The technique of breathing is called ujjayi. It is the victory breath. By restricting the breath in the throat using the epiglottis, you get the sound of the breath. So there should be third eye awareness, root awareness in the pelvic area, grounded body, firm body, breathing with opening up the belly, opening up of the chest, consciousness of the throat, back of the neck, at the medulla point, center of eyebrows, in the brain. Staying conscious of the third eye center, center of mental power. And the rhythm of the breath. As you open the belly to breathe, give attention to the energy center of the navel. Be conscious of the vital nature of that center. The pranic power there revitalizes the nervous system and revitalizes the body. Your body cells get a big boost from the navel center breathing. Conscious breathing. Consciousness of vitality. And when you feel vital in the body, give attention to the chest area as you breathe into the chest. Opening up to feeling, loving being. And breathe rhythmically into that energy center in the chest. Bringing prana to the lungs, to the heart. And holding your entire body in your loving nature. As you give attention to the chest area, you will feel that the palms of the hands become energized. Find a rhythm of the breath that is comfortable to you. And remember the power of the mind. Where you place your mind, you bring power there. The subtle power of the mind. And when you bring your attention and intention at the navel or the heart or the root or the brow, you're channeling energies from those subtle centers there that exist in your subtle energy being. So begin to observe where you should place your attention and intention. And the goal is to balance the energies in your consciousness. Silence should be pervading your mind. And the awareness of your entire being. And now give attention to the throat as you breathe. The subtle center in the throat is connected to space. So give attention to the expansive nature of the consciousness space as you breathe into the throat. And the energy center of the throat is connected to listening. So listening to the silence and the expansiveness of the consciousness. Stay with the rhythm of the breath. And give attention now to that evolutionary energy, that divine energy that guides, that is driving your evolutionary process in the consciousness. There's an energy that is driving your evolutionary process. It helps you to breathe in the best way and to focus in the best way if you begin to align to its evolutionary drive. So wherever you place your attention and intention, you become conscious of that evolutionary energy within you. and intuitively work with it. Now give attention to the awareness of the elements in the body. Earth element in the gross body. Water element and its fluidity in the body. At the root center in the body, in the perineum area, you will feel that strong connection with the earth. At the sacral center, the connection with water. At the navel center, the connection with fire. At the heart center, the connection with air. At the throat center, connection with space. So from the subtle centers in the body, you begin to become conscious of the experience of the elements of nature within your body. And the goal should be harmonious relationship with the elements. From your loving being, your loving peaceful being. Harmonizing with the earth, with deep appreciation, the water, the fire, the air, and the space, all vital to the body's existence. And extend that awareness to the elements of nature. Give attention to the world around you and your body's connection to that world. And hold the intention of harmonious coexistence with all of nature. earth beneath you, air around you, water, as moisture in the atmosphere, in the body as well. The light and heat of the sun, fire. The space around you. Harmonize with the elements of nature. And then give attention to collective consciousness around you. The energies of life around you. And tune into peace and love and goodness that is coming from the field. And here you participate in the co-creation of a world of peace, love, and harmony. Beginning with us. Centering in your peace, love, and harmony, tune in to the collective field. And give attention to the ahead. As an embodied being, journeying on the earth plane, a karmic journey. The day is going to unfold according to karmic plan. Hold the intention. Of accepting this play as you engage in it, with the intention of learning and growing through every experience. And with the grace of the universe behind you, let there be a spirit of adventure and excitement of meeting your day, aligned to the divine within you. You have the power of the universe within you, supporting you. There is no greater power. Hold the intention of staying aligned to that power in the karmic play of this day. Life is full of meaning and purpose when we understand it. And understand the divine nature of existence and the divine order of existence. As we look ahead to a new day, let's create this intention strongly in our consciousness. I center my consciousness in the source of my being, that source of infinite peace, love, goodness, wisdom, and vitality. That infinite source. I stay centered there with my intention that my every thought, my every word, my every action in this day be a blessing to my world. I give thanks for all the blessings I've received. I'm in gratitude, and I pray to continue to be worthy. Om. Peace. 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 Namaskar everyone, and welcome to a new day. Welcome to Saturday. And if you observe carefully, the energy of every day is different if you give attention to it. As a word of inspiration to you today, continue to remember the power that you carry as a conscious being. You carry tremendous power. In fact, you're connected to the source of infinite power within you. Your mind is continuously tapping into infinite power in your field. So what kind of thought are you going to create as you tap into that mental field of power? What kind of thought that you're going to create? A conflicting thought, a depressing thought, a worrisome thought, or an uplifting thought, or the best uplifting thought? Every thought that you generate within your being, your consciousness, it's influencing all of you. So a single thought can change the way you feel in a moment. A positive thought can uplift you, and if you keep it in the mind continuously, it will continuously uplift you. And not only that, it will strengthen the energy of that pattern that you're creating. And thought is associated with emotion. Through thought, you can open up your emotional field. You can bring feeling into your thinking. You can bring vitality into your thinking. You can drive your body through your thinking. So it's extremely important how you observe the mind and how you use the mind. Mind is the most powerful part of your being. The saying is, as you think, so you become. As you think, so you are. So in the meditation, I told you to come into a place of silence. That is to make you more aware of the power that lies within the mind. And I led you to the spiritual center in the brain that is associated with the mind. And guiding you to experience the pranic power that lies there. When you focus at that center of the eyebrows and you breathe, as that energy center opens up to your consciousness, or in your consciousness, you begin to feel that when you breathe, there is a power in there. A power to transform the mind, to uplift the mind, to center the mind, to focus the mind, and to drive the mind. So the mind is the most powerful part of you. through the mind, you can invoke the feeling. You can drive the vitality. You can manage the physicality. So mind power is extremely important. And in the meditation, I told you to begin to observe the evolutionary drive. There's a power inside of you that's seeking to open up your consciousness to more power and to more possibilities. And ultimately to set you free. And freedom means that you're not caught up in the thought or carried away by it, or the emotion, or the intention. But you can see them clearly, all your creations and the patterns that are there in the consciousness. And you can detach from them. And by invoking this evolutionary power, observing it, you will see it is guiding you to open up your space, to become more free, to become more powerful, to become more loving. So you are meant to be that. It's the evolutionary drive within everyone. So when you align to that, you will actually feel much more empowered. And you are in conflict with that evolutionary drive when you think negative, or you sabotage the mental space or emotional space. You're in conflict with that evolutionary drive. So there is pain and suffering. But when you're in harmony with that evolutionary drive, you feel super empowered. So what will you do today? Are you going to work in harmony with the universe, the evolutionary power of the universe? Or are you going to be in disharmony? Now you can see across our world all those forces that are not in harmony with the evolutionary drive of the universe to expand the consciousness. How much pain and suffering are experienced across the world. So you have the power of self, individual. Do not allow yourself to be driven by the world around you, but you begin to become self-empowered, self-driven. That's what meditation does for you. So be aware of your mind today. Be aware of your mental space. It's the most powerful part of you. It is sacred space. Align yourself to the evolutionary power. Observe the tendencies you have in you to want to uplift, to want to be free, to want to be happy, to want to be vital. Those are evolutionary drives. Align yourself to them and have a super Saturday. Thank you, everyone. My soul bows to you. Namaskar.